What does it mean to be on the spectrum? Well, when you know that you're unique and you can't put a finger on it.
Well, I'm Jolie.
Yeah, and I'm Christian. I'm on the spectrum. Autism has no simple definition because there's so many different types of it. All I know is that I'm on the spectrum, and I know mine, but I don't know other people's. It can also be hidden. Some people won't know what's really happening. Some people are very sensitive to things. I have a lot of passions, a lot of things that interest me. I just call them gifts, things that many people can't do because they don't look at the world in this way. They look at the world differently sometimes. People on the spectrum look at the world actually incredibly clearly. I used to be terrified of honeybees. I used to be terrified of bees, wasps, anything that could sting and that could fly.
So we took him to Cloverdale Bee Farm so he could actually see the bees and kind of get exposed to more of them. And you can hold bees and just become informed and not terrified of them.
And this was what got me into beekeeping was just the way the bees acted and the fact that the bees aren't out there to get you, even if they're at their colony. I learned tons of bee things eventually. I learned a lot of information really quickly. And eventually I asked the question that, guess what? I wanted to start beekeeping. I started beekeeping. I ordered a package from New Zealand. It has a feeder filled with candy in it and usually contains about 1 kilogram of bees.
Yeah.
With a queen in it. So I took the thing, dumped it in the colony. I should say my dad dumped it and got stung twice. In mid-June, we had to get a new box for the colony, a second box, because the colony was going to swarm when the bees went out of space. And in literally less than 2 months, here we are in August, and I've added a third box on just 2 weeks ago. Whenever I tell people that I'm on the spectrum, they always think of it as, hey, I'm autistic, let's treat him differently. Let's not say anything to him because he might be very sensitive to it. I want people to treat me the same way they treat any other person.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, I'm on the spectrum, but a spectrum is not an excuse to be treated differently. I wish there were more kids who had higher empathetic levels.